Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm just here talking about The Bachelor. Tonight was an awesome episode, and yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about last episode. Sinead went home, we all know that. Great, awesome, perfect. Last episode, Sarah was ugly crying, and then this episode she gets her second one-on-one date. Yeah, and everybody's jealous about it, and she gets a rose from it. There's a moment during the cocktail party where Clayton brings Serene outside, and there's like these firefly things in a jar, and it's all about like her cousin that passed away, and it's just a cute moment where he's like saying like how much she means to him and all this stuff. And then there's Mara and Sarah drama. So basically Sarah gets the second one-on-one date, and Mara's like pissed about it, and she brings it up to Clayton, and then Clayton doesn't really like what she has to say, so he sends her home in the rose ceremony. So he sends her home in the rose ceremony along with Eliza, and then they all go to Austria in Vienna, which is really pretty. And he takes Susie on the shopping date, the best date of the show. And she gets a bunch of cool dresses. They're so pretty, and she's so humble and like cries and is like so grateful that she is even like with him, and it's so cute. And then she says a toast, and it says cheers to being grateful. And it's basically Susie's going to hometowns because she gets the first rose. That means that she's not getting sent home this rose ceremony, so that means that she's going to hometown dates. So the next one, the group date is couples therapy. So they all get to do couples therapy, and most of them are nervous. The ones that are like actually genuine are nervous, and then the ones that are like the only one that's not nervous is Sarah, and she's very like calculated. It's very weird. Anyway, so Genevieve ends up going also because she is so nervous and isn't able to open up and tear her walls down, and she admits that, and she just is like, you're way farther along with other people, like we've run out of time basically, is what they decide. And so she goes home. And then at the end of the group date, the psychiatrist lady comes out, and she's like, yeah, one person was really performative. And they're all like, I wonder who it could be. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is so scary and blah, blah. And the only one that's not scared is Sarah. And it's Sarah who is the performative, like, calculated girl. And she just was like so like it was kind of weird. Like, she was trying to like manipulate the therapist even. It was like very strange. Anyway, people act so weird when, I don't know if she's just like that or what, but it was just, I even caught it. I was like, yeah, she's acting like so, she was just like complimenting the therapist and like all this stuff, and I was like, that's over the top, like that's a little weird to say. Anyway, and one thing that when Clayton's about ready to send her home, like he's talking to her, and he was like, I quote this too, he was like, you were really trying to force those tears out there. I'm sorry, I just don't believe you, and I really want you to walk you out. So he walks her out, and she's like still trying to like convince him, and he's like, I just don't believe you, and I don't think like we can have a relationship if I don't trust you. And so he decides on that group date that he's not going to give the rose out. He's going to leave it up to the rose ceremony to decide who's the other person that's going to go to hometowns. So Serene goes on the next date, and it goes so well. They're having so much fun. They're dancing in the street with this old couple, and they're laughing like super hard. It was just a cute moment. And she told him that she loves him on their dinner, and he gives her the rose. So she's definitely going to hometown. So Susie and Serene are definitely going to hometowns. And then it's the rose ceremony, and Rachel and Gabby get picked. So Teddy goes home, which is really sad because their connection was pretty strong. And it shows the preview, and it's Clayton saying that he slept with like both of them. He's in love with all three of them, and that they all want to go home and nobody wants to be there anymore, and he's like, I'm so broken. And it's him talking to his dad, and his dad's like, I think you screwed up, son. Like, and it's just like a bad, oh my gosh, I feel for him. Like, I don't know how you couldn't fall in love with more than, like, you're building connections with all of them. Like, it'd be hard not to fall in love with, like, everybody, you know? Like, especially if you feel something for each one of them. It's like, people get, like, confused, and they're like, yeah, there's, like, one soulmate and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, maybe, but it's like, it's circumstantial, I think. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But anyway, so that is what happens this episode. It was a great episode. It was 2 hours long, but it was really good. And no drama that was, like, severely annoying, so we're good there. Anyway, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.